G'day there guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in the beautiful Northern Territory, the sunny, dry Northern Territory of Australia, the Red Centre. I've just completed the Larapinta Trail. It took me 13 days to cover 236 kilometres. I actually started from Alice Springs Town Centre rather than the official telegraph station, just a little bit longer. But yeah, what an amazing experience. I'll put up a link here somewhere if you want to check it out if you haven't already. But the purpose of this video is to do a review on something that I'm meaning to do a review on for quite some time. It's the Durston X-Mid 1 tent. Now, I bought this tent. Actually, before I start, I'm in no way, shape or form affiliated with Durston. This is not a paid review. I bought this with my own hard-earned money. So it's going to be a 100% honest review. Now, so there's two versions of this tent. There's the X-Mid and the X-Mid Pro. The difference between the two, the X-Mid Pro, the more expensive one, is made out of Dyneema. This one is just made out of polyester, and it's a 20 denier polyester. I'm not sure if it's ripstop or not. Having a look at the stuff stack, there is like little grids here, but I've made a few sort of rips already, so I can't really guarantee or say with great confidence that it's ripstop or not. I couldn't see in the specs, so I'm not sure. This one is the one-person tent. There is also a two-person available in both the X-Mid and X-Mid Pro. And it's a double-wall tent. And it's a bit of a, I won't say weird, but different geometry. It's what they call, oh, there's a bird. It's what they call a horizontal ridgeline setup, as opposed to the traditional parallel ridgeline setup. So apparently the geometry on this is exclusive to Durston, and 2 points, it makes it more storm-worthy and also more roomy, more headroom, which, yeah, it's I can't say for storm-worthy because I haven't really been in any sort of major storms with the tent, but in terms of headroom, I'm about 6 foot tall. I'm by no means a small person, and yeah, the one person is quite roomy. It's long enough. My head does touch the fly, the inner tent, but that's no major problem for me. I can deal with that. So it's a double wall tent. So what that means is there's an outer fly and there's also an inner tent, so two different layers. The inner tent is made out of mesh or fly screen with a polyester floor, and the outer tent is the polyester material. Now the polyester material, as I mentioned before, is 20 denier. And the waterproofness is, I believe, 3500, so that's 3500 millimeters of hydrostatic head, HH. What that basically means is that's the breaking point or the leakage point of the fabric, of the polyester fabric. I have been in some little sort of drizzles, and yeah, no leakages. It's been pretty good in terms of rain. Storm worthy, I can't really say because I haven't really been in any storms. I've had this tent since late last year up until now. It's August now, if you don't know. So yeah, I've used it quite frequently, and obviously over the Larapinta I've used it every day, and the reason why I bought it is I wanted something lightweight, and I also wanted something really easy to set up, quick and easy to set up, and this both fits both reasons. It is quite light. It's under just 800 grams, so $7.95, and it's very easy to erect. So like less than 5 minutes, bang, it's up. Now in terms of the weight is just the tent only. This tent doesn't include any poles. Now that's the twist. This tent is actually intended to use with trekking poles, but I'm not the type of person that always uses trekking poles. If anything, I might just use one on my trips. So you can actually buy an optional extra poles. These are I believe carbon poles, very lightweight and durable. They're optional extra that are not included with the tent. So if that's something you want to get with it, they do provide that. So yeah, in terms of setup and weight, yeah, I really like it. Now, a few issues with this. Firstly, the pegs. All right, so the pegs aren't the best. I've already trashed 3 of them, and luckily on the Larapinta, I had my Alton Goods ground sheet, and with the ground sheet they provide pegs. These pegs here. These pegs are pretty good. I've got to say, they've done the job, exceeded the job, and I've pitched the tent on some really rocky places, and this worked out really well. Now, the pegs that Durston provide, they provide 4 of these small ones and 4 long ones. I've trashed 3 of the long ones, so that's why I'm using the Alton Goods pegs. I think these are made out of aluminium. Yeah, they're not the best. I mean, if you do end up buying the Durston tent, you might as well just throw these away and replace them with something better, because these are bloody hopeless. The other issue that I've had with the tent, now I'm not sure if this is a product defect or it's a one-off, whether other people have had issues with this tent, but what has happened is that the inner tent, the fly screen right next to the zip on the doorway, it's actually started giving away, and it's caused a great big hole. Now I've repaired that with some gaffer tape, and because the tear is like right next to the zipper, I've had to tape over the zipper. So one side of the tent, by the way, it's a dual entry tent, so it's got doors on either side. So one side of the tent is pretty much useless. It's hopeless. I can't use the doorway. So that is a major downer for me. It's really affected the enjoyment of the tent. So I am going to reach out to Durston and try and claim this on the warranty. It does come with a 2-year warranty, so let's see what they say. Hopefully they replace the inner tent without any issues, because otherwise, yeah, it's gonna really break my heart, because I really do like this tent. Apart from that, the pegs and the rip on the inner tent. The other small little, let's say, rooms for improvement is with the flaps or the doorway. It does come with like a magnetic toggle system. Now I love the magnet idea. It works really well, but it's just got one toggle system. So when I was doing the Larapinta, there was one night where I wanted to watch the stars, because I heard there was a meteor shower off one of the fellow hikers that was doing the trail as well, that I bumped into, and I had the door open, the vestibule, and I had it wrapped up with the toggle or tied up, but the toggle is right in the middle of the tent, of the vestibule, of the doorway. And what happened was, over the course of the night, the sides started getting loose, and it started blocking my vision, and it just looks flimsy and untidy and very not, it doesn't look good aesthetically. So I reckon if they just had 2 toggles rather than just one in the middle, that would work much better. And also in addition, there were a couple of times where I reached the campsite quite early, and being in the Northern Territory, even though it's winter, it's bloody hot during the day. So I wanted to open up the doorway like completely with the vestibule, which I'll show you in a minute. I wanted to roll the vestibule up and have one big complete opening. If it had a toggle, a similar toggle system, magnetic toggle system on the end there, where I could just roll up the vestibule and toggle it up, tie it up, and have one big opening so I can get some air in, that would work really well, I reckon. So that's one room for improvement. Yeah, so besides that, guys, yeah, the floor space, like the footprint is excuse me, is also a little bit unconventional, let's say. It's on like a bit of a horizontal sort of slant to maximize the floor space. It actually works quite well. I don't have a problem with that, and it actually creates a lot of storage within the vestibules as well. So it's a really, really cool design. I really like it, really like it. The only thing though is it's not a freestanding tent, so it's not like those dome shape or tunnel shaped tents, dome tents, where you can just attach the poles and have it freestanding. You actually need to peg these down to keep it standing. So that's also one sort of downer about these tents. It's not freestanding, but you know, it depends what type of tent you want. Do you want something freestanding, or do you want something that's lightweight, compact and easy to set up? Yeah, so apart from the issue that I've had with the inner tent, with the fly, I really do like this, and I'm really hoping that Durston do something about that inner tent for me. I'll claim it on the warranty, and yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully they look after me. So there it is, guys. That's the X-Mid Pro. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just set it up now and run you through some of the features that I've talked about. Let's go. Alright guys, so let's have a look at the features here. So this is what I meant by the horizontal ridge line. So if you have a look, so I'm at the square of the tent, and if you have a look here, it kind of goes horizontal. 2 reasons for that: to make it a little bit more wind resistant, especially in storms, and also to give you more headroom, which works really well in my opinion. Now in terms of the vestibule and the doorway, so as I said before, it's a dual entry tent, and with the toggle system, apparently you can just do it with one hand, which I'm trying to do. Not really. There you go, you can do it with one hand. But now, you know what I mean now. See, this and this, it just flaps. So what I was recommending is have 2 of these toggle systems instead of having it in the middle. One up here and one down there, so that way it's nice and neat and not blocking the view. The other toggle system that I was also recommending was for this part here. So you fold this up like so, and have another toggle system right here. Alright, so that way you can have one big opening. Now that's the repair that I was talking about. So if you have a look right here, that's the issue that I'm talking about. See, it's going down the bottom as well. It's happening again down the bottom. So Durston, if you're watching this, I'll be sending you guys a note, a claim for this X-Mid one-person tent. Hopefully you guys do something about it. I'm just hoping this is just a one-off and not a product issue. Yeah, so that's it. Heaps of storage space, as you can see. And if you have a look at the footprint, as I was saying, it kind of runs horizontal. It gives you a lot of storage space. If you have a look at the other side, you can fit your pack, cooking gear, boots and other stuff, trekking poles, whatever you want. And that's on both sides. And that just pegs out. The pegs just come out. So that's it. That's the Durston X-Mid 1. Sorry, one thing that I did forget to mention is that you can actually keep the fly up. So let's say, for example, if you're stuck in a storm and it's raining quite heavily, you can actually pitch the inner, take the inner down first and leave the fly, and pack this up first and then the fly second. So the inner tent is detachable. You can pull that down first and keep the outer fly up open while you're packing up the rest of your gear. So that's another positive with this tent.